If you're over 60, this could be one of the most important videos you watch this year. Some vegetables that look perfectly healthy could be silently harming your body. They may weaken your immune system, speed up brain aging, and even damage your leg muscles, putting you at greater risk for falls, which remain the leading cause of fatal injuries among older adults. Yes, you heard that right. Certain vegetables could be destroying your mobility without you even realizing it. And no, this isn't a scare tactic. These findings are backed by solid science, including large-scale studies published in the Journal of Gerontology. Researchers followed tens of thousands of older adults and uncovered shocking links between specific vegetables and a steep decline in physical function, blood vessel health, and even memory retention. Most people have no clue. They eat these so-called healthy vegetables daily, not knowing they can trigger inflammation, damage tiny blood vessels in the legs, and impair walking ability over time. It's not your fault. These hidden dangers rarely make the headlines. In this video, you'll discover 3 vegetables you should be eating regularly to support brain clarity, immune strength, and strong, steady legs, and just as importantly, 3 vegetables you must avoid if you want to stay active, independent, and sharp well into your later years. And stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal one popular vegetable that many think is beneficial, but it could actually be sabotaging your leg health in silence. If you care about your body and your future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss science-backed tips to keep your health on track. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Type 1 in the comments if you're excited to learn something new today, or type 0 if you're skeptical. Either way, your feedback matters. And let us know where you're watching from. Now, let's dive into the 3 best vegetables seniors should include in their diet. Let's start with one of the most underestimated vegetables in your kitchen, carrots. These bright orange roots might seem ordinary, but they carry serious benefits, especially for those over 60. They're more than just crunchy snacks. They're quiet defenders of your independence, your movement, and your daily joy. Carrots are natural powerhouses, filled with nutrients that help you not only live longer, but live better. They don't just support your lifespan. They help protect your ability to stay mobile, to connect with people you love, and to move through your day without fear or limitation. One of the biggest advantages carrots offer is sharper vision. They're packed with beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a nutrient your eyes depend on to function properly. And when your eyesight stays strong, so does your confidence. You can enjoy the details in your grandchild's smile, drive yourself to the store, walk through unfamiliar places without hesitation, and avoid the kind of falls that can change your life in an instant. Studies show that a diet rich in beta-carotene may slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the top cause of vision loss in people over 60. That's about staying in control of your life on your terms. And carrots do even more behind the scenes. Their antioxidants help protect your nerves and blood vessels, especially in the legs and feet. That means faster, clearer signals from your brain to your body, the kind of coordination that lets you catch your balance, take steady steps, and stay on your feet longer. Strength without coordination leads to accidents. Carrots help both systems, your physical movement and the sensory communication between your brain and body, stay sharp and synchronized. Let's talk about broccoli, not the most exciting item on your plate, but one of the most powerful tools you have to stay strong, steady, and mentally sharp in your 60s and beyond. This humble green vegetable works quietly to protect the very systems that keep you moving and thinking clearly each day. Broccoli functions like a form of living protection. For adults over 60, whose natural resilience can gradually dip, this cruciferous vegetable steps in with backup, supporting your blood vessels, brain, joints, and more. It's designed by nature to reinforce the areas where strength matters most. What gives broccoli its edge is a compound called sulforaphane. This plant nutrient fights inflammation right at its root. And chronic inflammation isn't just discomfort. It's a slow and silent force that damages your heart, your bones, your memory, and even your grip strength. Sulforaphane neutralizes this damage before it piles up. It turns on your body's own detox systems and enhances the way your cells protect themselves. Beyond sulforaphane, broccoli delivers key nutrients your body demands every single day. You're getting vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants, the combination your bones and arteries depend on. That means stronger bone density, a lower chance of fractures, and arteries that stay clear and flexible. And when your bones stay solid and your blood flows easily, you move with less pain and a lot more freedom. Let's not overlook what this does for your legs and feet. Broccoli supports circulation to your lower limbs, and that directly affects how steady you feel when you stand or walk. It can also ease complications that come from poor blood flow, especially for those managing diabetes or blood pressure issues. Better circulation means fewer cramps, less swelling, and legs that don't feel like anchors at the end of the day. But here's something many people overlook. How you prepare your broccoli makes all the difference. Tossing it into a pot of boiling water might seem convenient, but that single step can strip away most of its powerful compounds. The sulforaphane? Gone. The antioxidants? Reduced. What's left barely resembles the nutritional powerhouse you started with. Instead, go for light steaming. Just a few minutes is enough to soften the broccoli for easy digestion while keeping its nutrients locked in. This method preserves the sulforaphane and gives your body full access to its protective effects. Steamed broccoli delivers more than flavor. It's practical nutrition that works with your body, not against it. Each time you prepare broccoli this way, you're doing something simple, but deeply intentional for your health. A cup of steamed broccoli means choosing strength, choosing independence, and showing up for your future self with something small that makes a real difference. And if you're still watching and enjoying this video, go ahead and comment the number 1 below. It helps us know you're engaged and ready for what's next. Because up ahead, we're diving into another green vegetable that supports your heart, sharpens your memory, and keeps your muscles strong. Keep watching. It only gets better from here. Spinach belongs in your kitchen, not just because it's green, but because it actively helps your body stay sharp, steady, and strong beyond 60. It may look like just another leafy vegetable, but inside, it's working as a quiet powerhouse for your energy, clarity, and movement. It holds a special place in the toolkit of anyone serious about aging with control and confidence. Spinach stands out for one key reason: natural nitrates. These compounds boost the flexibility of your blood vessels and improve the flow of blood to your muscles and brain. That matters because with each passing decade, circulation naturally slows, reflexes dull, and it takes longer to think clearly or feel fully steady on your feet. Spinach helps flip that around. When you eat spinach regularly, you feed your body the nutrients it needs to stay mobile and mentally alert. It widens blood vessels so oxygen moves freely. Your legs and feet receive better support. Your movements feel more responsive. And even walking across the room feels easier and safer. That kind of support isn't noticeable overnight, but over time it adds up in a powerful way. Spinach delivers real cognitive benefits. It's rich in lutein and folate, 2 nutrients directly linked to mental clarity. People who include lutein-rich foods in their meals tend to show better memory, faster thinking, and fewer signs of cognitive decline. That's not speculation. That's backed by research. Lutein is stored in brain tissue, where it helps preserve the sharpness and speed of your thoughts. Losing clarity in your vision changes more than how you see. It affects how you live. Spinach helps protect your sight at a time when your eyes need consistent support. With age, the risk of macular degeneration becomes real, and that puts your independence at risk. Spinach brings a defense system in the form of two powerful compounds, lutein and zeaxanthin. These nutrients strengthen the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for detailed vision. When you keep your macula supported, you protect your ability to read, drive, recognize faces, and walk through a crowded room without second-guessing each step. Clear eyesight keeps you confident in your surroundings and connected to the people and moments that matter most. And spinach contributes directly to that clarity. How you cook spinach plays a huge role in what your body actually absorbs. Light sautéing with a small splash of olive oil keeps the key nutrients intact while making it gentle on your digestion. You can also toss fresh spinach into a smoothie. No heavy prep required. Just don't overcook it. High heat can break down the nutrients and rob you of the very benefits you're trying to gain. Spinach supports your body on several fronts: energy, clarity, mobility, and now vision. It's more than a vegetable. It's a small decision that leads to major wins for your daily quality of life. Spinach helps you hold on to your sharpness, your balance, and your ability to engage with the world around you. That's why it earns the title of a true guardian of your vitality. Now, here's the twist. Not every vegetable deserves that honor. While spinach helps, others can quietly work against your goals. Even carrots, packed with benefits, don't tell the whole story. In just a moment, we'll reveal the vegetables that don't support your journey and may actually slow it down. It's time to talk about what to avoid. Mashed at holiday dinners, crispy on the side of a burger, baked and loaded during a Sunday lunch with family. White potatoes hold a place in the hearts of many, and for good reason. They feel warm, familiar, and rooted in comfort. They show up in family gatherings, childhood memories, and decades of mealtime tradition. But if you're over 60, that same comfort may be quietly undermining your strength, balance, and long-term health. The danger isn't in how they taste. It's in how they act once they're inside your body. White potatoes break down quickly into simple sugars, pushing your blood sugar up in a sharp spike. That spike may not feel like much at the moment, maybe just satisfaction or a short burst of energy. But beneath that surface, something more damaging is taking place. Those repeated sugar surges cause inflammation in your blood vessels. Over time, that inflammation wears down the very pathways that your brain, heart, legs, and feet rely on for oxygen and nutrients. For someone over 60, that kind of damage hits harder. Circulation is already more delicate at this stage, and white potatoes make it worse. Reduced blood flow to your legs and feet can slow healing, dull your sense of touch, and drain your strength when you need it most, like when standing from a chair or steadying yourself on stairs. White potatoes are high on the glycemic index. That means they're fast to digest and fast to harden your arteries. This stiffening, called arteriosclerosis, makes it harder for your heart to pump blood through tight, rigid vessels. That leads to cold feet, cramping in the calves, numbness, and eventually mobility issues that can take away your confidence in everyday movements. A small misstep in the kitchen, a stumble while reaching for something on a shelf. These moments can turn serious when your balance is off, your legs feel weak, or your feet can't sense the floor the way they used to. White potatoes, despite their comforting appearance, quietly increase those risks. The inflammation and poor circulation they promote reduce muscle strength, numb your reflexes, and increase the odds of falling, a major cause of injury after 60. And when recovery slows down, that injury can mean more than just pain. It can lead to a loss of independence, time away from loved ones, and emotional strain that affects both body and spirit. The problem doesn't end with the potato itself. It's how it's usually prepared. Most potato dishes are dressed up with butter, heavy cream, cheese, or extra salt, all of which make existing conditions worse. That baked potato with a scoop of sour cream, or those creamy mashed potatoes at dinner can raise blood pressure, strain your heart, and throw off blood sugar levels. These combinations work against the medications you may already be taking, and they chip away at the progress you've made through healthier habits. When it comes to nutritional value, white potatoes don't bring much to the table. They're pale color hints at the problem. They lack antioxidants, vitamins, and the protective compounds your body needs to stay strong. In contrast, deeply colored vegetables like sweet potatoes and carrots offer far more. These rich, orange veggies are packed with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress and help protect your cells from premature aging. They support vision, brain function, and immune health, areas where small improvements can mean a better daily life. Cutting back on white potatoes doesn't mean you have to give up the foods you enjoy. It just means swapping them out for better choices. You can still have a warm, satisfying plate, just one that works with your body, not against it. Choose colorful alternatives that help your body stay stable, your circulation strong, and your energy consistent throughout the day. That bright, glossy purple vegetable sitting in your fridge might seem like a healthy choice. It looks fresh. It's light on calories. It's packed with fiber. But if you're over 60, that eggplant might be working against you. Quietly, gradually, and dangerously, eggplant belongs to a family of plants that produce a chemical called solanine. This chemical acts as a natural defense for the plant. But once it's inside your body, it can stir up low-grade inflammation, especially in areas already sensitive to wear and tear, your joints, your muscles, even your nerves. If your knees feel stiff in the morning, or your hands take a while to loosen up, solanine may be adding fuel to the fire. People managing arthritis, nerve pain, or muscle tightness are particularly at risk. You might notice more swelling, more tension in your legs. That ache that used to fade now lingers. And it doesn't stop there. Your legs are your foundation. When inflammation settles into your lower body, it slows blood flow and throws off coordination. You feel less stable. Movements you once did without thinking, climbing stairs, stepping off a curb, walking across a room, suddenly take more effort. You may hesitate. You may stumble. Eating eggplant occasionally might not cause an immediate reaction. But over time, consistent intake can wear down your mobility. Not in one big moment, but in dozens of small ones that chip away at your confidence to move freely. When your legs don't respond the way they used to, it's not only frustrating, it's personal. You lose more than movement. You lose spontaneity. You start saying no to things you used to enjoy. You pull back, even when you want to lean in. That slow withdrawal can snowball into helplessness. Then comes isolation. And over time, a quiet sense that life is shrinking around you. Eggplant doesn't need to be raw to cause trouble. You can roast it, grill it, stir it into a stew. The problem stays the same. Solanine remains active, especially when you eat it often. Your body doesn't build a tolerance to it. In fact, the more worn down your joints and nerves become, the less room you have for anything that triggers inflammation. You've got better options. Vegetables that support your balance instead of throwing it off. Foods that nourish your nerves instead of poking at them. When you choose wisely, your meals become part of the solution, not the source of the problem. The key is knowing what to avoid, and eggplant deserves a spot on that list. Now, some people eat eggplant and feel fine. But that doesn't mean the risk isn't real, especially if you're in your 60s or older. Your body's tolerance shifts. A vegetable that felt harmless in your 30s may now chip away at your joint health with every bite. You might not notice the damage right away, but over months and years, even a mild reaction can build into something bigger. Slower steps, wobbly balance, constant soreness. Now, let's move to the third vegetable you should think twice about, especially if your goal is to stay strong, steady, and independent. Green bell peppers. They look clean, colorful, and full of crunch. But there's something deeper going on. This vegetable can quietly work against your mobility, your circulation, and your nerves. And you might never suspect it. At this stage in life, your meals matter more than ever. Every bite either builds you up or chips away at your strength. The effects aren't always sudden. You might not feel it after one meal, but over time, certain foods can quietly wear down your body's systems. Green bell peppers are one of those foods. They're often praised as fresh, healthy, and low in calories. But there's something most people miss. They belong to the nightshade family, just like eggplant. And that means they come with a hidden threat: lectins. Lectins are naturally occurring plant proteins. Plants use them as a defense, but in your body, they can create chaos. These proteins stick to the lining of your gut, where they disrupt digestion and block the absorption of key nutrients. It's like having a wall between your food and your bloodstream. As the years go on, your digestive efficiency doesn't stay the same. It slows down. Your immune system becomes more sensitive. So when lectins slip in through foods like green bell peppers, your body struggles to fight back. The result? Chronic, low-level inflammation that targets your joints, your blood vessels, and your nerves. You might not feel a sharp pain, but you might wake up with ankles that feel tight, toes that tingle, a slight wobble when you stand up too fast. These early signs often go unnoticed or get brushed off, but they're warnings. Over time, that inflammation spreads. It weakens your lower body, cuts off good blood flow to your legs and feet, and makes it harder to stay balanced. Muscle strength fades. Sensory feedback gets weaker. And the simple act of walking across the room becomes something you think about instead of just doing. And when your balance suffers, falls become a real danger. Not because of a big accident, but because of slow, steady erosion from foods that don't belong on your plate. The problem with green bell peppers isn't just what they do, it's how quietly they do it. They look harmless. They're tossed into salads, stir-fries, and even health-focused meal plans. Most people add them for color or crunch, thinking they're making a smart choice. But for many, especially those past 60, that choice can backfire. Instead of guarding your health, green bell peppers may gradually drain it. Many people pick green peppers because they believe they're the healthier option. They're often cheaper, more available, and used more often in recipes. But what they offer in appearance, they lack in protection. Compared to their ripened cousins, red, orange, and yellow bell peppers, green peppers fall short in antioxidant content. You get fewer nutrients while still exposing your body to the same inflammatory compounds. That means less cellular defense, more inflammation, and very little return on investment. Your body works hard to stay balanced. Why give it more work with a food that doesn't pull its weight? Now, some might think, well, I cook my peppers, so it should be fine. Cooking can help reduce lectins. Yes, but not enough to remove the risk altogether. For someone managing arthritis, dealing with gut discomfort, or concerned about heart health, green bell peppers may add to the burden instead of lifting it. In those cases, removing them from your regular meals isn't just safe, it's smart. There are better options. Plenty of vegetables support your energy, protect your tissues, and boost your immune system without triggering discomfort. The key is to focus not only on what to add, but what to leave behind. Sometimes the most powerful decision isn't about finding a superfood. It's about avoiding a silent disruptor. By cutting out the vegetables that wear down your body from the inside, you create space for the ones that build it up. That choice helps you stay strong, steady on your feet, and clear-headed. You protect your independence, your mobility, and your peace of mind, one bite at a time. Thanks for tuning in.